So once again, Ghana failed to win in the crucial friendly game against Rome ahead of the 2026 World Cup. We all know, say, because of the preparation for the World Cup, Ghana happened to play four friendlies. Yes, the first one was against Austria, the second one was against Germany, the third one was against Mexico, which they lost all those matches. And then this was the last game against Wales, which we were hoping say at least Ghana will give us a win. Now yeah, that's actually a rare crowd because we are going to the World Cup, but they failed to win that game. Yes, it was a 1-1 draw. We'll talk about it. That's why my man is here. Ghana's squad for the 2026 World Cup 2 is out. We can see some changes, some newbies in the list. That one too we'll talk about. And then my man will give us some transfer news. Yes, we will be getting into the new season very soon. So there has to be some switches in players in some clubs. Yeah, so he will do that for us. So as usual, if today is your first time watching us, this is the sports segment with your boy Eminent. Today happens to be the discussion show. So I have my man here, Solomon, to help me in this. Charlie, Solo, what's up? Everything fine.
By the grace of God.
So you could say Nekasa cry and Shadambaye because he was hoping for Ghana to he was hoping for Ghana to win in this last friendly, but Uncle Basa. So in the last 6 games, yes, Ghana hasn't won any of them. They played only one draw. Yes, in the last 6 games, heading to the World Cup, a crucial moment for Ghana to at least get some wins. They will say, "Oh, we are well prepared for the World Cup," but Uncle Basa playing a 1-1 draw against Wolves. So, Solomon, you let's do this before. So you watch the game, I watched the game. The first half, the second half, the changes the coach did in the second half and all that. How did you see the game from the first half and then the second half?
Okay. See, first of all, when I saw our squad for the 2026 World Cup, I was against him calling Baba Rahman.
Aish. Number
But when
one
we
defender.
started the match against Wales today, the guys were playing better. You could see that the tactics the coach is bringing to the ball is very good. It is more or less like playing long balls,
Yeah.
and it is what impressive. And I think the coach is very good. Now it depends on the players to be able to adapt to that system that the coach wants to introduce. Yeah, so I think that per the performance, it was good. No one will say it was not good, it was good. But it's left with one or two players that they need to work back up. Yeah. So
Okay.
and I don't know why they even brought in Baba
Oh,
Rahman.
Masasuka Beji captain.
He came to even collect the captain. So the coach made a mistake by bringing him, but we take it to be friendly. So maybe he's just trying to see something. But to me, I see that going to the World Cup, I don't think he will play till we come back. Yeah,
We see it to be friendly, but it's a crucial friendly.
yeah,
Let's assume say he's playing this friendly to though he has chosen his 26-man squad for the World Cup, but he's playing this friendly to choose his first 11
11, yeah.
because the group in which Ghana is in right now, Panama, England, and then Croatia, you are not going to find it easy
Easy.
playing England. You are not going to find it easy playing
Croatia.
Croatia. I'm not even sure they'll find it easy playing Panama because
Yeah,
Panama is ahead of Ghana looking at the FIFA ranking.
yeah.
Yeah, so playing against these three teams in the World Cup, a crucial stage, at least they could have done something so that we will get impressed, as I said earlier. Because it's a World Cup, oh, this one is not African Cup, it's not friendly, it's not Kirin Cup or something. It's World Cup, a whole World Cup.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying that their performance was impressive, although. So it is an opportunity for the coach to be able to select his what first 11. That's why he started Atizigi, then later brought in Benjamin
Benjamin Sar.
Asari the second half. Yes, just because he was trying to know the keeper he will use to start in his this lineup when we go to the World Cup. So I think by now the coach has even now because your first match is
Yeah.
able to select these players to play a good football. Oh, then they've tried. It was just that it was unfortunately last minute.
Abibi say the coach is a tactical
Yeah,
coach. Yeah,
coach is very good. Congratulations to the coach.
so the coach started at Tizigi before and then in the second half brought in Benjamin Asari. I saw somewhere say people were talking about him changing Atizigi to Benjamin Asari. Atizigi did well in the first half. He didn't concede, but Benjamin Asari came. No, he has conceded a goal. Baba Rahman came in. No, he is saying we say no, and I say about calibrating Chiba and Obeshema. So it's all football. So let's do this overview of the game. So in the first half, they played us very well.
Yeah,
They played
62 losses.
70 per what I got 71 to 29. So they played 71 ball possession and then we played 29. We had we both Wolves and then Ghana got one big chances, and then Wolves played 8 shots on target. Ghana played 6 shots on target. Atizigi in the first half did two great saves for us. Yeah, and then Wolves did, and their goalkeeper happened to get three saves. And then 3-1 corner kicks in favor of Ghana. Ghana getting more fouls, 9-1. And then the passes, Ghana had 137 passes, and then Wolves had 338 passes in the first half. And then after all the game in the second half, concluding all, it was 66 for Wolves and then 34% for Ghana in the ball possession. And then the total shots was 18 for Wolves and then 11 for Ghana. Um, we only had three big chances. They had four. So the passes, vast difference. 300, vast difference. A whole Ghana, like, Aka first in Ghana, AC Parks, no Kobobo, oh, Charlie. Even if they score, cry, the jubilation. Right now, if Ghana scores, cry, you won't post Ghana shit. So, yes, this is the match overview between the Wolves and then Ghana, the international friendly ahead of the FIFA World Cup starting on the 11th of June with Mexico and then South Africa. So let's go to our 26-man squad for the World Cup. So for the goalkeepers, we have Benjamin Asare, Lawrence Atizigi, and then Joseph Annan. For the defenders, we have Derek Lucasen, Abdul Mumin, Jonas Ajete, Gideon Mensah, Baba Rahman, Ali Duse, Dukojo Pipra, Opon, Jerome Opoku, and then Marvin Senaya. For the midfielders, we have Thomas Tepate, Kwesi Elisha Owusu, Kalibi Renchi, Augustine Amuakun. And then for our forward, we have Jordan Ayew, Inaki Williams, Antoine Semenyo, Fatawi Sahaku, Kamaldin Sulemana, Prince Edu Kwabena, Enes Niama, Christopher Bonsuban, and then Brandon Thomas Asante. Semenyo couldn't play today. I don't know why he couldn't play. So if you're not decided, say, but now the coach is saving him for the World Cup because we now know that Antoine Semenyo is the face of football for Ghana. Yes, but I don't know why.
For me, for my opinion, I was even telling when I was watching the ball, I was telling the guys that he won't play Semenyo, in my opinion, because they know Semenyo is already a scouted player,
Yeah.
which is like you said, is the face of Ghana Blaster now. So he doesn't need him to prove anything for him. He wants the others to prove it.
Okay.
But going to the World Cup, whatever it will take or whatever it will happen, Semenyo will be the one to start.
I even saw say, as Amajan was saying, Antoine Semenyo is the one carrying Ghana now.
Now,
He's
yeah,
the one carrying
because
Ghana,
Kudus is
the
not
Ghana
around.
Black Stars. Yes. So before let me the players that couldn't, we know said they will make it, but because of injury or one or two things, they weren't called. Mohamed Kudus was left out because of injury. Alexander Jukutu, our number one defender, because of injury. Joseph Pinto was dropped. Derek Cohn was dropped. Mohamed Salisu, yes, he's also part of our defenders. He was also injured. Francis Abutu was injured. Abdul Salis Samed dropped. Andrea Ayew dropped. Majid Ashimiru dropped. Tarek Lamti also injured. And then Ibrahim Sulemana was also dropped in the squad for the World Cup. And then the Black Stars debutants for this World Cup, their first time going to the World Cup. Benjamin Asare, Derek Lucasen, Joseph Annan, Marvin Senaya, Abdul Mumin, Jerome Opoku, Jonas Ajete, Kojo Opon Prepra, Kwesisibu, Augustin Boache, Caleb Urenchi, Christopher Bonsuba, Ernest Niama, Brandon Thomas Asante, and then Prince Edu Kwabna. So these are the 15 debutants for the Black Stars in the FIFA World Cup. So the World Cup is 16, yes, is 16 days away right now. Yes, just 16 days. And then in the group stage, we are having about 72 matches. Yes. From the 11th to the 27th of June, we are having 52 group stage matches for the first time because yeah, the teams in the account. Yeah, so watch out for Ghana Black Stars. We are going to shock everyone on the world stage and as
Let's hope and pray.
let's hope and pray. So before we move on to our transfer stories, let me bring this breaking from FIFA. Yeah, the new rules for the World Cup. So FIFA is saying now they brought in throwing countdown, which is 5 seconds. I think that today I saw the referee doing some countdown
Yeah.
when I think Ghana got a goal kick and then he was doing countdown. I don't know, someone starts here. So they've now brought in the throw-in countdown, which is 5 seconds. So if a player deliberately delays the restart of play, the throw can be given to the opponent. It is say a Ghana Panama na Ghana nya throw-in na 5 seconds na so no throw ya. It's going to be a foul against Ghana, and then Panama or rather do the throwing. And then a goal kick countdown, as I said, yes, also applies to deliberate attempt to run down the clock and can result in a corner being awarded. Yeah, I saw that the referee was doing some countdown. And then time limited substitution is 10 seconds. Yeah, who delay 10 seconds now? You wait until the ball is out of play before your player. Today, it's happened in the Ghana and the World games too. Yeah, it's happened. Not just the even started crowd before we are going to start the World Cup. And then off-field treatment is 1 minute. Players who are treated by the physio must stay off the field for 60 seconds. There are some exemptions, including for goalkeepers, injuries, and if the opponent is booked or sent off. Yeah, it's in off-field treatment. After the player is treated, the player have to wait for a minute before coming back to the field of play. And then players covering their mouth, any player covering their mouth in a confrontational situation with an opponent may be sanctioned with a red card. This one, I don't understand why they are bringing this rule into the World Cup this year. And then corners can be checked if VAR can make sure that a corner has been correctly awarded, but this must be done quickly and before the restart. Does not apply to wrongly awarded goal kicks. Yes, if it's a corner, to see yes, if VAR will check if it's truly a corner before it will be kicked. And then second yellow cards can be reviewed. Players sent off for two cautions can have the second booking checked, but there will be no reviews for potential second yellow cards. It's, if you fire a player, you get a second yellow card, which you think say is not supposed to be a second yellow card. Yeah, the referee can go and check in the VAR and then maybe change his mind if it's possible for him to change his mind. And then FIFA confirms that they will stop teams from using fake goalkeeper injuries as tactical timeouts at the World Cup. Maybe a keeper, maybe you are faking injury or he's really injured and then he's been attended to. No player can leave the pitch and then go to the coach for any tactical play. Yes, you see, our FIFA. Charlie, the rules FIFA is bringing. So yeah, this is the rules FIFA has brought to the new World Cup 2026. So yeah, my man will continue with the transfer stories.
Okay, let's move to Spain, Barcelona camp. Anthony Gordon joins Barcelona from Newcastle for package worth over 80 million euros. Wow. You see,
Barcelona is buying.
Anthony Gordon at 3 years said he likes Barca. Yeah, he wanted to play for Barcelona since he
It
was
was
3 years old.
Hey,
So now it means his world vision has come true.
and then Kabasa Anthony Dianka, what to do at Newcastle there? Kababon Kwasasem.
And Alvarez. Barcelona want to buy Alvarez. Paris Saint-Germain also want to buy Alvarez. The two of them. So you see, with Paris Saint-Germain, they also want to sell out Bakula, which Atletico Madrid too is interested in buying that Bakula.
This one the better trade.
So it's either Alvarez will go to
PSG, and then Bakula will go to Atletico.
Okay. And congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain once again. And to their coach. Yeah.
Back to back. It's a back to back for them. Yeah, back to back.
Okay, Liverpool's camp. It's over for Anslot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anslot says goodbye to Liverpool fans. It's been an amazing ride together with Liverpool. That's from Anslot. He said, I am so grateful that we were able to win the league last season. Yeah, or the end better rare. Oliver Glasner will meet AC Milan early next week, likely on Tuesday, with club in talks to find new manager. Here we go, Edison to Manchester United. This is a player who wants to replace Casemiro because Casemiro has a big hole in their midfield. So they want an England player who will fit into. So I think Edison is the one to fit in. Yeah, Edison to Manchester United. Here we go. Deal done with Atlanta for 45 million euros package. Inter will push now to advance on Marco Palestra deal after selling Denzel Dumfries to Real Madrid. That takes us to Real Madrid camp. From Fabrizio Romano, Dumfries to Real Madrid. According to Real Madrid, Jose Mourinho wants to buy Dumfries. So when Jose Mourinho wins the election, that means automatically he will sign Dumfries. Okay. Ishmael Saibari has reached verbal agreement with FC Bayern on personal terms. Sabari wants the move and has already spoken with Vincent Kompany. So it's like the player already wants to join Bayern. Yeah.
We have two players leaving Bayern Munich, so we want a replacement fast.
That's fast. So Dumfries story again. Negotiations underway between Real Madrid and Denzel Dumfries. Camp as it is the favorite destination of the right back. We will surely buy this player. Okay. Guillermo Hoyos will stay at Inter Miami head coach after the World Cup and during the rest of the season. That's Messi's team. If you don't know, Messi's team, Inter Miami. Here we go. Marco Silva agrees to become new Benfica manager. Silva leaves Fulham and signs contract until June 2028 or 2028 plus option until 2029 at Benfica, reducing salary to fight for titles. This is because Mourinho has left what? Benfica. Okay. Understand Tottenham do not want to sell Pedro Porro this summer. I learned Pedro Porro. Real Madrid wants Pedro Porro. Yeah, they want to buy him. So it's two options. Either they will buy Dumfries or Pedro Porro. But per the news, they said Tottenham also don't want to sell Pedro Porro this summer. So despite Real Madrid looking at him and Man City links, so Man City too is also after the player. Will do their best to keep Porro. So it means Tottenham are not selling. Okay. Despite change of manager, Liverpool stance on Alisson is not expected to change. So it means they will keep their keeper. Joao Paulina gives priority to Tottenham as the feeling with Roberto De Zerbi is very good. If deal can't be agreed with Spurs, Sporting are keen and ready to act but are the priority for Joao. Rodri on Real Madrid links. It's normal to see some links. My focus is on the World Cup now. We will see what happens after. This is a message from Rodri. Except for now, his focus is the World Cup. So after the World Cup, then he will decide his what future. Okay. So I think this is the end of the transfer summer.
Okay, so that's the transfer news we got for you guys. So this is where we'll bring our discussion to an end. Ghana playing the 1-1 draw to Wales. The squad for the World Cup. Ghana is playing Panama on the 17th of June. Yes. So football begins again on the 11th. Real football begins again on the 11th of June. EVA Premier Leagues, top 5 European leagues, EVA UEFA Champions League, EVA Europa League, EVA Conference League, the Feminine too, everyone is done. FA Cup, everything is done. So now we are going to the world stage, which is the World Cup from the 11th of June. So, yes, we are bringing our discussion to a close. Make sure you follow us on our social media handles at Kinjaf Studios. On Instagram is Kinjaf Studios 1. Don't forget to add the 1 when you are searching for us on Instagram. Facebook, X, Thread, and TikTok is Kinjaf Studios. And on YouTube as well is Kinjaf Studios. We recently released a new movie, yes, The Light, the season 1, episode 1 of The Light. Yes, it's on Kinjaf Studios on YouTube. You can go and then watch. It is a Christian-centered series. Yes, the rest is in the pipeline coming. You will love it. We have the case money to come in very soon. Yeah. So for the love of the game, make sure you stay fair and then you stay passionate. See you in our next discussion. It's bye for now.